Hello there. I turn up the game a little bit. Let me check my sound on Twitch. Sounds good to me. As I turn my own speakers down, I've brought the glasses on. That's good, I need them. Pollen is killing my eyes. Yeah, hello there. I shall do my intro. Hello there, my name is Void. I'm a spy for His Majesty's Secret Service. But now you know. Do I have to kill you? Welcome back everybody to Koudelka. We shall have no stream problems this time. I have learned to mute my OneDrive as soon as I start stream. That's a new addition to my already complicated stream start preparation routine. There you go. Now, from last stream, if you remember, we ended at a boss fight with like an old man, and he beat the living crap out of me. Like it wasn't even close. I couldn't damage him. He was just killing me basically in like a few shots of his gun. So I did a little bit of googling, and I was severely underleveled because we're about halfway through disc 2 towards the end. I was severely, like, catatonically underleveled where I was in the game, and that's why I was like absolutely like struggling through like different fights and stuff. 1, because I was underleveled. 2, because I didn't have the stats, and 3, I also didn't have any equipment. So off stream, as you can tell from the HP and MPs, quite significantly different. I level boosted myself at 400% speed, so I just did a bunch of random encounters and leveled up real quick, just because I knew it felt like I'd hit like a grind point. And so I haven't over leveled. I've got myself to the point of like level 21, 22, which apparently is like the recommended level for beating disc 2. So we'll see. So when I was feeling like, oh crap, disc 2 difficulty spike, apparently that's the same on every single disc. So we'll see how we get on. But I am like way more powerful now. I've got everyone's decked out in like better equipment and all sorts of stuff like that. So I'm in a much stronger position to go and fight this guy with gun who tried to shoot a chandelier on us, if you remember that. Quick story recap, I guess, is that oh, is there another? I didn't think there was another enemy here. So the quick story recap is that we are Koudelka, and she's a medium. She's got the ability to interact with spirits and cast magical powers and stuff. We've got Edward, who's like an adventurer, thief. He's just like looking for like loot and stuff. Then we have Edward the Bishop. Then we have James the Bishop. And he just came to this monastery for like unknown reasons. Oh hey Ami, welcome back. I was just saying I power leveled my way off screen a little bit. Well, as you can immediately tell. And so my stats are much better. I've got better equipment. I've actually been in Edward. I've been giving him lots of luck, so I get like more item drops, because that was something I was like super lacking. So we'll boost his strength once more. And I'll just double check I've got this door open. Boy, did you just kill a cat? I know. I was hoping to do it before you guys turned up. Trying to get it out of the way. I just wanted to make sure I'd actually unbolted this door. Okay, which I have. I know. It's partly so I could also test the game volume. I didn't feel good doing it, so... So, like, story-wise, we've all come to this monastery for different reasons. And I think Koudelka was here to... It's not fully revealed, but I think she was here to do something very specific, unlike the other two ended up just kind of like wound up here. And we've gone through like several different boss battles. An old couple nearly killed us. They tried to poison us. They did poison Edward, but they didn't poison me because I didn't take the soup. And now we're kind of working out that maybe it is that old couple that's just kind of been killing everyone and luring them to their deaths. But we'll find out. As you move up the stairs, you come across a man carrying a gun. Without saying a word, he starts shooting at you. So he was the one who shot the chandelier on us at the end of last stream. And he was basically just killing me in like 2 shots. More specifically, he was killing Koudelka, who was the only one who was the only useful character I had. But now she can tank the blows, as you can see, because she's got like 2000 HP. But as Army pointed out last time, this boss can't take magical damage, so we're left with only Edward and his massive spear to take him down. Yeah, take that box. Probably absolutely wasting the spear's health, because the spears break. All the weapons break in this game as long as they get used. But yeah, my spells leveled up, all my characters leveled up, I got much better equipment. And you can see the boxes take 2000 damage and he just like reflects it. Hopefully we find more about this guy soon. I imagine after this fight there'll be like a cinematic if you don't just kill him. We've done a lot of killing though, frankly. Though it has been monsters, not other humans. We've mostly just found other human corpses. There was a room where it just filled. There's been multiple rooms where they're just filled with corpses. Since these guys can't actually do any real damage to him, I'm going to cast a strength buff on Edward. I'm going to give him like agility from Koudelka, and that'll give him more damage and hopefully more attacks. His looks quite high, so you can crit pretty often as well. I've not felt that a great deal. Maybe it's like a 10% additional crit chance as opposed to like 50%. Maybe I have to put like way more points in, but I'm getting enough items as it is, so it's probably not really required to like dump any more in it. Agility is what I want to give. I can't even cast debuffs on this boss either, so I can't take away his agility to like make him have less turns. He does look like, you know, a 19th century burglar with his flat cap. What if I look? Sure. I don't know how long these last. I guess they last like 3 turns. It's kind of like the normal, right? Yeah. Spear to the face. You wouldn't be getting up from that. I might as well just spam spells on me. Get my healing spell up, I guess. Yeah, it's another heatwave week in England. I imagine it's the same across most of Europe as well. It's actually quite pleasant because there's a nice breeze out. I do have to have my fan on though. I don't think you'll hear it at least. Jeez. A single heal for 6 points gives me 1200 back. Oh, Koudelka's magic leveled up. Oh, so it's literally 1. Okay, well that's going to cost me more to heal now. 17 degrees heat wave. Yeah, England is like, oh, it's above 20 degrees. Oh, heat wave. Meanwhile, like, Malta's like 35 degrees every single day almost. And like, even Japan is like not too dissimilar. Oh, I've got heal level 2. Nice. Honestly, I could spam other abilities. Edward's spear went up. Oh, spamming heal is definitely worth it then. Not spamming heal, spamming the different look stat. Huh. I was not prepared for that. Okay, well let's just keep leveling his spear up then. Unless I misinterpreted it, unless just holding the spear for X amount of time. Meanwhile in Australia. Yeah, Australia is like ridiculously hot at its maximum. Even like Arizona in America gets like ridiculously hot. I think the hottest I've experienced is 35 degrees. Not much more than that. You have to let me know what yours is. And that was definitely not in England. I think that was Japan for me. When I lived on the southern island of Kyushu. Yeah. Oh, double strike. Damn, I wrecked that guy. See? Look at the difference from last stream. Oh, Koudelka leveled up. Wow, magical damage is mad. Extra agility might be worth it. Maybe I should just like get more magic for now. This guy's pretty slow. Let's give some more agility. You got items, brown glass parts, and got the red key. Let's throw away the bread and some dried food. Your setup's on the highest level of the house, so it gets like 20 plus degree over here in the summer. Yeah. That's the worst place. Because like you get all the sun in the evening as well, so when you're trying to go to sleep, it's like super hot. Oh, we're gonna interrogate this guy? Once the PlayStation 1 loads.
Thief! He's been sneaking around in the shadows and sniffing for treasure.
Just like us.
Well, sir, explain yourself. It's as plain as day this ruffian's a bloodthirsty killer who's been chasing us. Where you from, Hamburg? Not that it really matters. You're obviously a dirty immigrant thief. Probably infected with cholera or something, most of you are.
None of your business where I was born, you bastard!
Look, I don't really care where you were born. And I agree. He is a bastard. But tell me, did you kill all these people?
Look,
Here you go.
I'm an immigrant. I'm a thief, and maybe I did drop a chandelier on you. But that's just because I wanted the whole pie for myself.
So you did kill all these people?
No, I swear to God. Not your God, bigot.
What do you mean?
It was the couple. The couple who look after this place.
What?
I'm telling you the truth. I've seen them. I've been down here a long time.
So it is the couple then.
Usually they use an axe when they catch thieves. The thieves come down here unarmed. They're stupid. They get caught from behind. I'd watch my back if I were you.
Unbelievable.
No, I'm telling you. The lucky ones die on the first strike. I've heard the others screaming through the night, clutching their bellies. I find them in the morning dead. No, I'm telling you, their fingers to their hearts, right through to their organs with the pain. Look, take it or leave it, but I'm telling you the truth. Those two, they're Satan incarnate. I may look shady, but killing's not my style. Look, the more wholesome they look on the outside, the colder and uglier the heart is. Just look at him!
Yeah. Good assessment for a thief.
You're crazy if you believe this scoundrel. This killer's obviously executed hundreds of people. He needs to be turned into the police and judged in a proper forum.
We're crazy. Why? Just because he's an immigrant? Or is it because he's one of the unsaved? That's bull and you know it, you pig-headed old bigot!
What I'm trying to say is... this guy. Thieves can be exceedingly honest, you know? Still, he did try to kill us. For that.
What did you do that for?
Is Edward a killer?
If our lives cease being threatened, then it's a victory for God and all his glory, right? But if we go on letting them attack us, then the filthy, godless pagans win. Which would you like to bet on?
Wow, start the stream with drama. we're gonna need way more information about this pagan versus Christianity vibe. Yeah, hello Eagle. A Westbrook against Hamburg. The couple yet again, I know. Apparently they've been going around axing people in the back, so... As I suspected, they were very sussy from the beginning. They're made of flesh. We'll use flare. Are you a big fan of the Monster Hunter games? Because I have a unique opinion about Monster Hunter that probably won't be shared. Raw, hey Priscilla, it's Miko, but on YouTube, it's a me, amico. I will literally do that every single time. Amazing. So I've tried really hard to get into Monster Hunter. I've tried it over, I think I've bought 3 separate games on Steam when they've been on sale and tried to like make them work. I think I even got one on the 3DS. And I really wanted to like Monster Hunter because it sounds like it'd be right up my alley. But I've ended up returning every single game. Your new phrase just for boy to say. Thank you, it is very hot. You've only played one of them, you don't remember it. Take it off. I don't blush that easily, thankfully. So we literally just killed this guy. Oh, and I can now loot his corpse. Okay. Oh, and I've got maxed out bullets. Yo, now I'm bothered. Me with the Knights of the Old Republic. Are you not a big fan of Knights of the Old Republic? Oh no, we're at puzzle time. What could the design on this floor mean? Let's pick up these bullets. Shotgun shells. Raw. I can't carry any more items. It's probably time for me to ditch all of the cheese I've picked up. One, because it's, you know, probably going moldy over the course of the time that I've been streaming. But I also just don't need that much, I don't think. Even the Listel and whiskey, I don't really... My healing is so powerful. Yeah, I was very... I just... My problem with Monster Hunter is that the combat is really slow, in my opinion. And the controls, we have to like wrestle with the controller to like heal and take different actions. It's not... The action of Monster Hunter isn't as action-based as I was hoping it would be. It's almost like this weird... You find the gameplay very dull. Yeah, the story is cool though. Cool, I suppose, most of it. Is that Knights of the Republic? The door won't open. It's like it's been designed to open using a trick mechanism of some sort. How do I interact with this? I've got to find like the... Oh, I'll just rub against all of the walls. That's the normal solution. Is there something... Does Koudelka's head turn in a direction? No. Yeah, I find the controls of Monster Hunter just really frustrating and awkward. I wish it was more fluid to use items and stuff like that. Like, there's like I think there's like 18 buttons you have to remember in like the different hotkeys, and I was like, if you're just hitting a monster, this is a lot of effort. Okay, how the fudge do I interact with this? Shouldn't those icons go somewhere? I think it said in a statue on last stream. Oh yeah, there's like a... Ah, thank God you're here. So I've got... items. I've got lots of... like the necklace, an earring, an icon ring. And I've got this red key. Does that mean I have to like run it back? There was a statue in the underground dungeon, but I actually couldn't interact with it. I will set a save state and let's go exploring. We'll see if Igor sent us way off track for. Well, nah, he's probably not. Oh no, I didn't mean to. Okay, well, I picked up more pistols. There's a statue of a woman. Yeah, there was a statue at one of the save points. Yeah, my last stream was a little bit scuffed because of OneDrive being really annoying. Where it's like uploading as I was trying to stream. I just want to make sure I've not missed... Oh, item? You found Daniel's arm. Wow, I'm lucky I came across that. Don't blame me. You just remembered it. Oh, I picked up Daniel's arm. That's gotta be an optional item, otherwise I would like straight up not would have picked that up. Rifle rounds. This high potion. What does Listle do? We'll discard the Listle. I think it's just healing. It's not going to be as good as the high potion. The high potion is going to be like a clutch item. I was actually... Hey, thanks, that's my arm. Oh no, this shattered arm. How are you going to reattach it? I was actually, so last night, is it Geyser on these? I don't remember. Last night I was working on Daniel from PE thought you burnt. Oh, I remember. He survived by jumping into, it's not the Hudson River, the water around the Statue of Liberty. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, last night I was actually working on, so I'm gonna try and do a game review for Parasite Eve 1 for my YouTube channel. So I'm gonna try and do a game review for Parasite Eve 1, 2, and maybe go back and do the Silent Hill games. I'll probably try and review this one as well. Don't worry, your mitochondria will. Honestly, that's a good explanation. That's how Ao was healing herself. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do like a YouTube game review for some of the games that I played. You'll simply call it water. And so I've been like revisiting a little bit of my Parasite Eve streams, just so I can remember like certain stuff. You know, I'm just gonna walk up and hit this thing with a mace. Yeah. The only problem now that Koudelka has such high agility is that whenever she can't cast a spell, she's effectively useless. You just have to wait there. What weapon? I've got multiple spears. Let's just give him the Earth Spear. Oh no. Giving Koudelka this much agility was definitely a mistake. Okay, let's move back and stab this flying head. Actually, I was tempted tomorrow to do a stream. It's like a random game playing Dead or Alive 1 on the PlayStation 1. It's definitely got interesting jiggle physics, I'll say that. Like very intense jiggle physics. So it's pretty funny, but the combat is actually like tough. It's a very challenging game to play, and I do kind of suck at fighting games. They're not my default. I've never really played them, to be honest. But I thought it would be fun to just have a look at it and maybe do a stream on it. I played it for like 15 minutes. I was like, I can't even beat the tournament mode. I might still do it. It's just that the controls are legitimately complex, and I just wasn't prepared for that. Jiggle, yeah, like the female characters in particular. So I believe I can get hold of. I've got Dead or Alive 1, but I can't get Dead or Alive. I get Dead or Alive 1, 2, and like Dead or Alive Beach Paradise for the PSP. So we might do those eventually. But there's no real story to Dead or Alive 1 that I saw. I was hoping there'd be like an origin story for all the characters, and as you play tournament mode you get the story, but no, it seems like it's a pure fighting game and any story is relegated to like the manuals. Which I get. But I do like to focus on the story side of things. I might do it, we'll see. I do like to just kind of investigate random games. And when I'm looking for stuff to play, that's not already on my list. Because sometimes when I'm looking at the place where I receive my completely legitimate copies of these games, I sometimes see screenshots. Oh, that's interesting. There is. It's a big corpo having a tournament, I think, to collect data for their super weapon. That's Dead or Alive. I had no idea. Oh, my flare ability is absolutely insane now. It's more like a nuke. Yeah, because you got what? You got Dead or Alive, and you got Tekken, and Tekken's about a tournament, and it's about getting like some power, I guess, for immortality. I don't remember. Is Hell Knight on the list? Dead or Alive breast implants origins. Yeah, the beach volleyball one. Is Hell Knight the one? Let me have a look at this. Is it Hell Knight PlayStation? Is that the Dark Souls one? Let's have a quick look. Maybe it's not. Oh no, we've never mentioned Hell Knight before. Is that PlayStation 1? What console is it? If not, I'll add it to the list. I will beat this though, and then we'll jump into Silent Hill 4. I've been saying that for too long and then like not actually doing it. The plaster is coming apart. It looks like water is running down the wall. You found a goat statue inside the wall. Oh, I can't carry any more items. No, Dark Souls is Kingsfield or Echo Knight. Okay, you have to let. What's Hell Knight about then? Let me ditch something. I've got like 23 whiskey. Discard. I'll throw away all this booze. I'm not a big fan of whiskey anyway. Hell Knight is PS1, but it's really janky. I've not actually played any really janky games on stream yet. Arguably, Silent Hill 1 is quite janky in places, but I wouldn't actually say it's bad at all. How janky are we talking here? Are we talking like awkward controls or just like literally everything? I wonder if with this spear, if Edward can like attack an entire column. It's a first-person horror game where you get chased by a monster basically. You're underground in a labyrinth of neon Tokyo. It's a bit Lovecrafty. Interesting. I'll have to have a look at that. I've got it open for research after stream. I mean, the last game suggested was Koudelka and I'm playing it, so... How did you guys find... Or how did you play Parasite Eve 1 originally? Because for me, I literally just saw the screenshot. It's like, hey, this looks really cool, I'm going to play it. But it seems like a lot of people actually grew up with the game, which is kind of interesting because it sold really, really well in Japan. It sold almost 2 million copies in Japan alone in its first year. Oh no, it sold 1.9 million copies in its first year in Japan, and then it sold like the remainder to get to like 2.5 million worldwide. So realistically, it didn't have that many copies sell in the US and Europe. Rate of the jankiness from 0 to PE2. Yeah, Roman nuts? Huh. Don't know what Roman nuts are. I could probably do with like throwing... What do I do? Let's just get the Roman nuts. Oh, you never did. You watched a review of Parasite Eve online. You blame PS3 EU for only having the second one. Yeah, like they had the first game for a very brief period from my research. And then I guess for licensing or some other stuff. Oh, so I can get in here now. Let's just see where this goes. Who is Roman and what have I done to his nuts? You found Roman nuts. Okay. Oh, what? Can I not carry more than one? What do they do exactly? Let's have a look at these nuts. Let's inspect Roman's nuts. Jankin Hell Knight is like PE3-ish. The issue is that if you don't like labyrinth mazes, you're not really going to enjoy it a lot. I've done some dungeon crawlers. They're not my favorite genre. They're not my favorite genre by like quite a big margin, if I'm being honest. I'll have to have a look at it and look at the gameplay. Oh, here is you. Yeah, thank you for the congratulations. I hit 100 like off stream, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I think largely it was. I've made a new friend called Solarina, and she does a lot of retro streams as well. And so it's really thanks to like her shout outs that I hit the 100 mark. Look at me being so humble. Hang on, where is Roman's nuts? It's not an accessory. Are they a weapon? They're not a weapon, are they? I can't use somebody's nuts as a weapon. It's not armor. It's not an accessory. Is it? Am I Romans? What the fuck is this? Okay, well let's just ditch the shotgun shells because I'm not using that. Let's go. Roman's nuts are ours. You found music box. Fucking hell, I'm picking up so many items and I've got like no space. Okay, what can I drop now? Pistol rounds. Rifle rounds. Bowgun arrow. The bowgun's really good. Romandy's nuts. Did Pro even take them? I don't think I did pick it up. I think I picked up 2 high potions. I got the menus in these old games confuse me dramatically. Okay, now I've got the music box. I've got so many puzzle piece items that I kind of don't know what to do or where they go. 8 symbols have been written on the box. Okay, so we don't need to go back to the I want to go back to the statue and see if I can dress the statue with my accessories. But these 8 symbols have been written on the box. I am gonna take a screenshot. Now, you can interpret me taking a screenshot as me being a kid at home, running to find a piece of paper and a crayon and a pencil, and like writing these down. So we've got star, yin and yang, triangle, the sun, the Roman numeral 4, a beaker, a cocktail glass with a stirrer, and the Japanese letter for Sue, is it? So we did need to go back here. Ego claims credit. Some of them are red, the others are blue. Oh, I was hoping for a rhyme there. I switched into my reading voice. Oh, and hello, Zephyr. I was busy memeing on Rome's nuts. What specifically are the Rome nuts for? Are they? I guess they're just a big healing item. It's Japanese for nuts. I actually don't know the word for nuts in Japanese. I'm not like especially fluent in Nihongo. I just know some words and some sentences, which is decent enough. Big heals. Okay, more than hyper potion. I'll go with that. If I see them, I'll pick them up over the hyper potions. High potions? High potions. Hyper potions of Pokemon. What do those colored lines mean? I do not know. Maybe when we go back to the puzzle, there'll be like some lights that appear. Or maybe it's the order I have to get them in. Like I have to walk on them? Something like that? Who knows? Oh, yeah, so I played, so Zephyr's got games on Steam under, is it Blackwing Studios? Potions! And so I actually played Zephyr's game off stream. And so my big compliment to you is that I think you've got really good creative vision. Like, the intro of the story has this really well animated cinematic for like RPG Maker. And I actually really loved when you go into like the boss fights, there's like the enemies can be like doppelgangers of like normal humans. And so when you come across one and it like flashes the screen with like a scary image, and I just thought the art direction was just like really cool. Thank you. You're just a casual. Okay, I'm gonna stop picking up items. Nah, I think once you like when you move to like a more, because you're talking about maybe moving to a bigger engine like Godot or something like that. I think when you make that leap, I think it'll be really impressive when you'll have like more power and, well, more power and more complexity. What's the game's name? You have to remind me because I know it's called Meta Revelations Ring Spirits. It's free to download on Steam if you guys want to have a play. But it's got voice acting. It sounds like you played Ring Spirits. Yeah, that was the one. Yeah. Underground Shrine. You also have Armor of the Abyss, but it only has a demo. I'll check the demo out then. That's the more recent one that's coming out soon. Not to pressure you for a release date, like one of those gamers. Yes, sir. Okay, so let me heal. And then can I dress this statue? Bro wants to say Koudelka. It's, so every Sunday night I have to wear my retainer. And that just resets, like, my teeth in position. And it always means on the following day my pronunciation changes a little bit because the pressure of my mouth has changed. Oh, hey, Sapphire. Welcome. Thanks for checking it out. You see a statue of a woman. Can I dress the woman? So if I go items, tool, icon's earring. See, all I can do is examine it. It's not letting me dress the statue. So I don't think this is the statue. Goat statue? What does that look like? Oh, it's literally a statue of a goat. Okay, a heavy metal object that are picking a mountain or grazing. What does the music box do? Music plays a simple melody using only 4 notes when the lid is opened. The words Hymn of the Angels is carved inside of the lid. we might have to use this music box on that creepy little ghost girl who like wants us all to die. Maybe that'll like save her soul or something like that. Nah, I don't need to save. So I think I can run back to where I was and try and do the puzzle. It's funny the random things that'll change words. When people get lip surgery, it changes their words too. Yeah, so I paid to have. Can a previous player help with this? Please do. So I paid for Invisalign a couple of years ago. Oh, I missed Army's message. And it could be worse. My braces broke once and sliced the inside of your mouth. That sucks. So I've not experienced braces because I paid for Invisalign, which is like, you know, the well, it's not invisible, but you know, like the air quotes invisible gum shields that like change your teeth over the course of like several months, even a year for some people. For me, it was only 14 weeks, 14 painful weeks. But now my teeth are like way straighter. But just to keep them straight every week, I have to like spend a night going to sleep with them in. It's always like slightly painful, not gonna lie. Oh, I always wondered how good those work. For me, they worked really well. And so I actually have quite large teeth. Not like a fucking horse. But like I'd always had like quite large teeth. And also, they weren't like super crooked. Like, I was only on it for 14 weeks. So it wasn't like a major restructure. But it just straightened everything up and made everything like way easier to clean. So it was well worth it. It was definitely expensive. It was about $3,000, I think. But I thought it was really well worth it because I don't know why I'm talking about all this dental stuff, but like gum health and teeth health and stuff like that, it actually directly links to heart health, and that's why you should floss every single day, because it clears debris from your teeth, which clears like, it means it doesn't like go into like your bloodstream and stuff like that, which goes straight to the heart. Horse teeth. Nah, thankfully, like, not like that. But yeah, I think it was well worth it for me. But it is painful, like, I'm not gonna lie. It's this awkward thing of, you know, as Army said, I don't know whether Army still has braces now, or like he had them as a kid. But it's like when you're growing up, you normally have braces. But like my family couldn't afford that. So I never had them growing up, never had any experience with them. So I came to Invisalign as an adult. Oh wow, that's interesting. You had no clue. Literally a line to know where you hide them. Yeah, so I can talk about Invisalign if people have questions. I'm happy to talk about it. I don't, you know. So what they do is, don't remind me, you flossed the first time after like 2 months and your gums immediately started to swell. Again, once you get into doing it daily, it's a problem that it solves itself over like 2 weeks. But it is a pain. So I get that. But yeah, Invisalign works by, like, they take a scan of your mouth, and using their 3D technology, they build a model of the inside of your mouth. And they can show you the gradations of the weeks of however long it is for you to, like, have the change that is needed. And you can step through this whole model to see how your teeth will change from like week to week. And that's if you're doing it really aggressively. So normally you change them every week, but some people can't stand the pain and do it every 2 weeks. I was like, no, we're just gonna go. So I did 14 weeks straight of just basically having a constant headache, because it's kind of like growing pains, you know, because it's literally, when they're in the gum shield and stuff, it's literally pushing and pulling the teeth in like certain directions, and there's no getting around that is painful. But you do see the change like week after week after week, and after, for me, it was literally like just 3 months. It completely changed. And then the benefit for me is that it it changed my shape, and then it also gave me my chin dimple back that I had as a kid, which is pretty interesting. No, that wasn't an expectation. It's just like, it just brought back like how I'm supposed to look. They are very awkward in real life. Like, I don't want to cast Blair. Like, if you're going to parties or events, like, you can't really drink. It only has to be water. You can't really eat food because you got to take them out and you got to put them back in. You got to keep them really clean as well. But I'm glad I didn't have braces, to be honest. I feel like braces? Braces are kind of worse. I've not got any experience with them, but I imagine they're worse. Damn, that plumber knows how to work with fire too. It's that mystic pipe. It empowers her spells. Honestly, what I'm doing for the weapons, because my two casters, they're not physical attackers at all. But anything that has the prefix of mystic, I can hit enemies and regain MP. But I'm also just leveling up quick enough where I don't really need that. So I'm mostly just picking whatever weapon gives them the most magical damage. Please tell me you don't need your wisdom teeth removed. Not anymore. That is another benefit of having... I'm just going to check my weapons to see if there's anything better for her. Because it moved my teeth around, it gave my wisdom teeth more space. Because originally my wisdom teeth were sideways, and that's why most people need them removed. But it gave my mouth space for them to actually kind of come down and straighten themselves out. So I got really lucky. Like, that investment in Invisalign worked for me like across the board. So I was very happy with that payment. Evil Horn, a little boost. Is there anything else? Mystic Sword? Gives them more strength, lose vitality, don't really need the extra. I know it's very exciting to watch me cycle a menu, but... What was the one? Is it this one? Oh no, the mace is already taken. Evil Horn? Nah, I want to save that in case Edward needs it. Bro's gaining wisdom now. Yeah, that's why I didn't want them removed. Didn't want to lose all that wisdom. Oh, you still needed them removed. Oh, that sucks. And they sewed the wound into my cheek by accident. God damn. Thanks, dental doctor. That absolutely sucks. That must have been painful as heck. Like constant bleeding. What could this design on the floor mean? Oh, okay, so I had to hit that flag. I can now interact with the puzzle. Into the cheek. I don't know how they would even do that. You know, obviously I appreciate it's really messy and it's a really tight space to work, but still. This mark looks like the one that is on the box in the basement. Yeah, I bet that, like, gave you dental trauma. Hang on, where's the box I have to interact with? Is this it? Oh, shit. I have to, like, rub my body against all these again. The door opens like designed to open by a trick mechanism. Where is the trick mechanism? Oh, God. That is definitely a criticism I have of this game. Where sometimes there's like key objects to interact with, but unless you're like literally in the right pixel position, it's not going to interact with it. Even the left side of your back jaw has a scar from it. At least you can see that, right? Because obviously they'd remove it from the inside, so it's not like a scar on the outside. If it's a scar on the outside, you'd probably look like a Bond villain. This might look like the box that was on the box in the basement. So what are we looking for? Do I not shift the puzzles, or do I have to walk up on them? Okay, yeah, so I don't shift the puzzles. Okay, maybe if I walk on the red line. So it's triangle drink. Triangle drink. Tall glass. Number 4. Then I have, I guess it's process of elimination. So I can just go straight from here. Did that? Huh. You remember this puzzle only vaguely. Good luck with it. Am I on the right track of using my screenshot? There's a lot of strange ways on this. Inside, outside would be the one you got acid close to my eye. Yeah, I remember the acid story. It's funny as humans, like, there's so many near-death experiences you can have. Like, I was walking to school, so I've always lived in the countryside except for when I went to university where I lived in a city for the first time. I've always lived in the countryside, and that would mean walking to school through the woods. And through the woods, there was about like a gorge that went around the back of some houses. But if you were to walk on the road, it takes 10 minutes extra than going across the gorge. But the gorge is pretty dangerous because you have to walk along like a ridge that's only like a foot wide, if that. And then it's back to someone's fence, and they put barbed wire on the fence. So me and my friends, when it was in winter, we decided to go through the gorge, and it was snowy and icy, and I slipped. And when I talk about the gorge is like a 20-meter drop onto like jagged rocks, like proper horror game, you know, Final Destination type. And so I slipped, and I could feel myself going. So rather than like falling down in the ravine, the gorge, I decided to turn and jump to grab the fence. And the second I grabbed the fence, my hand got punctured by several pieces of barbed wire. And so when I reclaimed my grip, I had to like rip my hand off, land safely, and all my friends ran off because they got scared because we were only like 12. And then I had to like nurse myself to school and wait for the school nurse to come, and she was an hour late. That fucking. And so I had to sit there with like my hand bleeding, and eventually she comes and just says, "Oh no, I'll have to call an ambulance, take to the hospital because I needed stitches and like a tetanus shot." So I've actually got on my, what hand is it? On my left hand, 2 kind of big scars down the middle of my palm. And that's from me puncturing with barbed wire. What the hell? So it's my barbed wire. All the scars on my body have come from barbed wire. So I've got 2 from where I punctured my hand working on the gorge, and I've got another on my right hand from jumping a fence. Just like a country fence, nothing major, it just caught me. Yeah, I tried walking on the puzzle pieces, but it's not that clear unless I have to hit like blue and go off. That's awful. Well, I was actually alright. It took a few weeks to heal and like, you know, showering with a glove on, but bro's a professional barber. Feels like it. You have one barbed wire side, but that happened to a guy I knew in school. Feel free to share. I'm not making any progress with this puzzle. I did stop for story time because there's no way for me to share this screenshot. I'll post it on Discord, but so I've got the screenshot that is now on my Discord if people want to look at it. But I'm not sure what to do because I thought I'd follow the red line and it would solve. I thought maybe that I was being too simplistic. But I don't know what the blue lines are for. I suppose this is where we call the Koudelka helpline for $1 per minute. You know, they got to get that in. I'm gonna have to like. Let's see if I can Google without it being solved for me. Floor puzzle. Apparently people have read the walkthrough and it's not sinking in. Just follow the clues given in the red key room next to the wooden door by some stairs going down. Yeah, so it's triangle, glass with stick, vase, number 4, diagonal step. Okay. Let's run it back. So I know it's triangle, glass with stick. Glass with stick, vase. Which one's the vase? I guess that's vase number 4. Diagonal step, pot. Diagonal, how the hell do you do diagonal step? Pork, fork, eye, female symbol? Is that what that is? Oh, apparently that's it. Was that... That was... Maybe I just didn't interact with another piece of the puzzle somewhere. Who knows? It happened to a guy you knew in school, so the guy got chased by a dog and had to jump over a spike fence. Bro's private area took the front of that barbed wire. Oh, that's nasty. I'd heard... So one of my old work colleagues, he was in the army, and like one of the troops was drunk and he was like running away from like the sergeant or something like that, and he jumped one of the barbed wire fences and actually got impaled on one of like the spikes. I don't know much else of the story. I just know that he found it very funny. So you don't see any way to arrange it, so assume you just step. Yeah. The red line that I posted on Discord, that was the right one, but I must have just missed like a second piece of the puzzle somewhere. I can't imagine how you would have solved that puzzle any other way. Yeah, I didn't intend for it to just be like solved. I was hoping for like hints, but that's what Googling does sometimes, I guess. As I said, that was primed for the Koudelka helpline. Was his name Vlad by any chance? Vlad the Impaler. I actually watched a video about Vlad the Impaler recently. Just like learn about him. He was pretty fun and interesting. Vlad the Impaler. He's got a cool song by Kasabian. Let's throw away this light knife. I'm not going to need that anymore. The amount of barbed wire stories you've heard today is concerning. Standard male chat. Okay, so there's some weird stuff here. This brick wall looks sus. It looks as though there might have been a door here, but now it's gone. You have to look for a door somewhere else. Is this where I just came from? Oh no, it's not even a door, it's like weird lattice. Yeah, thankfully I've never encountered razor wire. That's the worst. Just keep trying to level Tornado, I guess. Wait, you're a girl? Oh, I had no idea you were. My bad, I shouldn't have assumed. A girl doing programming. You're like literally the 1%. Okay, like you have an IQ of 10 and need 30 minutes to reply. Thanks for the delay. I know it is rough when that happens. Of where chat's like, "Hey, do this thing," and I literally did it. The second you type it, but then you have that delay. Yeah. Oh no! Wait. Army's a girl? I love how that's the big revelation of this stream so far. No narrative points. Just gender reveal. I keep seeing the gender reveal stuff videos like literally everywhere, as if it's become such a thing now. And they seem to get crazier and crazier. Level up. Let's just get more MP. 4,000 HP. Okay, we'll roll with that. Where did I go? Was I here? Okay, let's just... Is this a door? This feels like this is a door. There's nothing out of the ordinary here. The fact that it's saying that makes me feel there's something out of the ordinary. The funny thing is, that's like the third time that's happened in a chat. Silent Hill Revelations, no gender revelations. Maybe it's because of the name Army. You know, it sounds like it's militaristic almost. You found the ochre glass piece. Can't carry anymore. God, nuts. What if I drop some weapons? It is hard to tell through chat, it is. It doesn't really matter either way, you know. Water dirk. I haven't really used it. Water knuckles. I kind of feel all my spears are where it's at. Let's drop the normal P spear. It is a bit of a pain that key items take inventory space. Maybe I shouldn't have rocketed my luck stat so high. The joke is that the name is because it's the first 4 letters of what was at the time your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card. Army tile? I'm not that familiar with the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I know like Blue Eyes White Dragon. But like, let me fire this magic off and then I shall Google. Army tile. If I see the picture, I might actually know what it is. Army tile. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Chaos Phantom. Oh, I remember this. I wouldn't mind playing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. There's a few, I know there's actually like several that are actually not that good. But I don't know which one to like start with. I can do a bit of a decent Yu-Gi-Oh! Or the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime voice at least. Immediate ban for bro. Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was edgier than Pokemon. And so it definitely had like a little bit more going for it if you're a little bit of an older kid. Rosario. Get. Choose 1 item to throw away. Okay, Water Dirk. What is Rosario? I guess it's an equipable... It's not that good. Jewel, actually, if he's boosting his magical defense, which it does dramatically, that's actually not that bad. Can I interact with this piece of paper? No. It looks like the walls are bleeding. Tag Force probably if you don't want modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Hang on. Tag Force Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force Yu-Gi-Oh! Was it free games? I'll have to look at that later. Getting too interested. Hang on. Sometimes the perspective is so challenging. Oh, is he just showing me this bookcase? It's locked. It looks like the 5 Greek letters are properly aligned. It looks like it would open if the 5 Greek letters are properly aligned. You're unlikely to be able to open it just by guessing, though. Nah. I think I can work out what are the Greek letters. So it'd be all the ones that are function based. I can guess. You got bottom right, middle, well, row 5, column 3, slot 1, row 3, column 2, slot 2. I could guess this, but I guess he doesn't want me to skip it. You played like 3 very retro Yu-Gi-Oh games recently. They're very RNG based, but in a way they seem rigged. Just constantly giving the NPCs all the good cards. I've watched a playthrough of like one of the Yu-Gi-Oh games. It's the one that was on the GBA. It didn't seem that good, and they were kind of like mixed on it. It's fun to see all the art. Like I would rewatch Yu-Gi-Oh if there was like an abridged, like super cut. I've said this before about watching things like Naruto as well, where there's just too many episodes to go through it all over again. So I'd be down if someone did like a cut of where they got rid of most of the filler. I think it was last year I watched maybe like 30 episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh before I was like, okay, I've had my fill. Which one? You did too? Do you mean the GBA game? It's the one where you're in like a city, and you go to like Yu-Gi-Oh's granddad's card shop to get new cards, and you have to beat lots of other NPCs to gain access to the battle like Seto Kaiba. It's a mix of the card game and like RPG stuff. I enjoyed the playthrough. You can tell the player. I watch Pro Jared's gameplay videos every so often, not too often, and you can tell that he got bored with the game, which I can understand. Mystic board, toss that. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh from GX onwards, kind of it's all filler. I can't tell you where I stopped watching Yu-Gi-Oh. I just don't remember the patta. Is a patta a shield? Doesn't seem that high agility. Actually, if I'm not using this stuff, I can boost my vitality, boost her agility, and lower her dex. Let's move on from the Mystic Pipe and try that out. Yeah, that's the one you played too. How did you find it? Because I know the Pro Jared was like, he enjoyed it for like 2 episodes, and then it kind of got really grindy. Also, many of them are crazy rules, like a Kuribo can kill a Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is insane. Yeah. Kills a Blue Eyes White Dragon. There's only like 2 of them in existence. Usually it's the one with motorcycles for most people. I remember seeing pictures of that. I think I dropped off. Well, it was hard to watch Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid because I think it was on Cartoon Network. So you needed to have cable to watch it. So it's not like I stopped watching it. I stopped being able to watch it. Is better. Oh, are these shells? Rifle rounds. It feels like we've hit significant puzzle territory. Like the first disc, there was no puzzles. It was all gameplay. And it lures you in, and then by the second disc, you're already committed. The GBA one was mid, started going downhill fast. Yeah. It looked like that from the gameplay as well. Yeah, so you had... Is Yu-Gi-Oh is still going, isn't it? Except it's got like a guy with like red hair, is it? I forget. It was definitely a series that kind of reset itself when it did like a new story, which I was never like fully happy with. It's kind of like watching the original Pokemon, where like Ash got really good at battling, then he kind of reset and sucked at battling. He got better, he sucked, better, sucked, better, sucked, wins the championship, and then they moved the anime on. To make it worse, you played retro achievements. Oh no. Those are intense. I don't know if I could do that. Right now, the anime is based on the lore of the cards. That sounds super interesting. Because they're all like Egyptian kind of monster type stuff, right? Like the story behind Blue Eyes, that'd be really cool. Dark magician. Okay, you want me to interact with this clock. Do I have anything specific for the clock? I've got ochre piece. Stone tablet. What does that do? Designed to be used for printing press. Okay, no, it's not. It doesn't want these statues, does it? No. Brown glass. No, okay, no. Oh, I can climb on top? Okay. I'm not sure where this is going. Oh, here we go. You see a large relief of a piece missing in the middle. So what have I got then? Red glass part. Huh. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. I've got the Roman nuts. That's not it. Okay, so I've got to go and find a piece for this thing. Oh, the modern cards. Right now they're doing Sky Striker, which is basically 1984, but with Yuri and Gundams. So it's popular then. What, they had tablets 100, 200 years ago? What games are on it? Koudelka's psychic powers activate in response to strong emanations. Is this a boss fight? Oh, here we go. Cinematic. Oh no, it's mitochondria, isn't it?
1895. Rain. I found out that 320 chickens and 43 pigs were purchased from a supplier in town. Rain.
Got a knife. Oh, it's the Illuminatis?
I only long to sleep in peace with my wife.
Elaine, I just want to make you happy.
Don't know who that is. Oh, okay. I don't need to find the puzzle piece.
That woman was Lane. She summoned me here.
Now this is cool. They should have included more cutscenes. I feel there's a fair amount. I feel like this bit was like a fairly slow area, but the archetypes are popular, yeah. I wonder how popular Yu-Gi-Oh! Is in, say, like, the West versus Japan. Like, is it way more popular in Japan than it is here? Or is it the other way around? It looks like the printing press can still be used. You want to press the stone tablet? Okay, cool. So, when I find this stuff, the items I already have can just be used. I don't have to, like, go up and use it. Okay. Causing the wall behind the press to collapse. The press prints the original map, a map of the old monastery, which is inscribed on the stone tablet. Wow, it's been 6 hours of gameplay and I have a map. How does one use the map? Okay, that's actually, this is a good map. Okay, so it's got multiple floors. The basement. Oh, it's got 7 floors? Okay, well, we've got a lot more game left. It's similar, it's a bit better OCG-wise. That's because OCG gets a lot more cool stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, and if you're looking at the game time, I haven't played for 9 hours. It's because I was grinding off stream playing at 400% speed. So the time's a little bit whack on the playthrough. You see, I jam out to the song like every time. It's unfortunately that it's the same combat theme over and over, but it's so like the intro is so jammy, it just gets me every time. Let's hit these with geyser straight off. Sorry, flare. Like a weird scorpion frog. Let's try megalith as well. If you have 43 items while saving at 11, 11, 11, 11, you get the super boss killer. No way. That feels like you're having me on. Wait, people said this was a short game. Minus the grinding, you have a lot more work to do. It feels like it. You could be in a position of where some of the other discs are shorter, but they might have more cinematics. We'll find out. Oh, she's not got a shield. She's got like a wrist knife. So that's what a tabat is. That seems like a cool weapon, useless in reality. Level up. What about vitality? I mean, this isn't the most grindy game. It's not super grindy. It's definitely, you have difficulty spikes in different areas, and that it requires you to like get some do extra work. Bowgun arrows, nice. That is a powerful weapon. You found disc. What do I use the disc for? Is 43 items the maximum item limit? Or do I have to like get rid of some items just to like so I have the space? What do I get? Well, let's get rid of high listal. You found disc. What does that do? Tool, disc. It's meant to be used with a gramophone. The door has been held shut by some mysterious force. Okay, so this is where disc 3 begins. Disc for what? A saw? I was thinking like mini disc, like if I had a CD player in the 1900s. It feels like there's something more should be interactive. So I know that's where the disc ends basically, because that's going to be like the big boss fight. I was expecting to get the end of disc 2 tonight. We might not. Oh, that's disgusting. It's like hearts with eyes and tentacles. Oh no, it looked like a saw. Yeah, I wouldn't say it looked like a record disc for a gramophone. What are these weak against? I got a feeling it's going to be megalith. Oh no, it's coming towards us. I poke it with my stick. I probably should have waited, let Koudelka hit, then hit with the spear, so then both enemies got hit rather than like knocking it back. Wait, it's not a 2-disc game? No, this is a 4-disc game. Never mind, it was 1, 11, 11 with either 10, 21, 32 or 43 items. He's so cute you want to pet the dog. He'd be very slimy. I wonder, I can understand 10 items and 32 items. I can't understand the idea of having 21 or 43 items because they're not bit numbers or any kind of integer sign. So like having 21 or 43 is really weird. Let's hit some tornado, spare a little magic. I had expected to come across more like environmental stuff in the battles, but maybe that's later in the disc because we've only seen it for one boss fight so far. Level up. Vitality, no. More piety. Let's get some more. Let's get some more MP. I am kind of spamming it, so. You got the claws. What should I ditch? Ah, these key items are weighing me down like no one's business. Okay, I've got 2 water mails. Do I have any duplicates? Let's get rid of the earth sphere. Oh no, someone's holding it. Fucking hell. Antidote. We don't need that. There's a pattern maybe, so it starts with 10 items then plus 11. Oh, okay. It literally increments by 11. Yeah, fair enough. You got me there. You outsmarted me with that one. Hence the 1, 11, 11. The devs really like that 11. Yeah. You made me look like an idiot. I was trying to think in programming terms, not like literal numbers. You found high potion. Pick it up. No. Was that? Oh, so there's nothing else. Hang on, where the fuck am I? Okay, let me go back in this room. And then there's a doorway here. Oh, I've got a painting? Oh, you got the blue glass part. Can't carry any more items. God, this item management isn't. It's my least favorite element of the game so far. Okay, if I'm not using these, I'm just gonna ditch them. I imagine I've got plenty of. I'm just gonna trust whatever I've got now is what I determine to be the most effective, so they can just all get gone. You're welcome, bro, anytime. I was needed. And there's me being all fancy saying, oh, well, they're not bit integers, so. Oh no, it's one of the element enemies. These guys are really tough from last time. And what looks like a ghost squirrel? Squirrel of a ghost? I do love the enemy design in this. It's refreshing because it looks... Obviously, it looks very Square Enix because it's made by them. But it has its own unique style that's not Final Fantasy, it's not Dragon Quest, it's not typical like JRPG kind of stuff. It obviously it is typical, but like it's interesting and new designs at least. Poke it in the eye! Unfortunately I did get the double hit. So I should now hit the entire row with this fire attack. Look how powerful I am. Koudelka OP. And this is why I needed to level up, because if you remember, like, the end of last stream, Koudelka got one shot by that thief, who I then went on to murder at the start of this stream. L-sword. I imagine that means long sword, not loser sword. What I'm really looking for... Oh, there's a hole that looks just right for the size of a small statue. Okay, so I've got goat, the lion statue. Goat, lion, and I'm missing maybe a horse statue? Koudelka, this girl's on fire. She's definitely like a firework. My one and only Katy Perry reference. Do we think she went into space on that Jeff Bezos rocket? Starship was too generous. I was like giving him that. Like, if you guys paid attention to that, do you think they actually like went into space? Because there's been a big discussion about it being like fake. Magic and tornado. Because baby, you're a fire. I can't do the song. That is a really, really catchy song. And I know the Katy Perry fireworks song from like an old JonTron review of like, I think he was reviewing Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Excuse me, what? They went into space? Yeah, like Katy Perry and like a bunch of other random celebrities that I don't know the name of because I'm disinterested. Like Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, he built like his own starship company, a rocket company, and then he launched it into space. And they put Katy Perry and a bunch of other female celebrities, I assume they're celebrities, I don't know what they are, and apparently launched them up. It wasn't into space. It's that misnomer of where you can send stuff into the stratosphere, but I don't think they even reached the stratosphere. And then basically, this is Twitter at least. Twitter was like, "There's no way this is real. It looks so fake." And they, in my opinion, they gave relatively concrete answers as to why it was fake. Katie's not a great A+ singer. No, she's absolutely not a great singer at all. But man, her songs are written by one of the most renowned and famous songwriters in the whole music industry. Like this is someone who's written songs for like all of the big singers. Maybe just some PR. So do I not have the piece missing in the middle? I've not found anything with the Greek letters either. I need like an additional statue. Yeah, there's nothing here. There's those other two rooms. There's nothing for me to interact with them in. Let's go touch the Greek letters one more time. Just in case it triggers some new cinematic now. Because there was a cinematic where like some slot opened something, and I thought it was that painting, but these human crossed with like bumblebee type monsters are pretty ugly. Bumblebee, wasp, hornet, the one with the big, booty. You thought her songwriter was a really bad guy to or something. I honestly don't know. I just know he's super incredibly famous. Like, I say that everyone would have heard his songs and music, but they won't know his actual name. I do remember watching an interview with him, and he was just composing songs like straight off the bat, like really catchy ones. I was like, okay, this guy's really good. Got that dump truck. Bumblebee, that was it. You got the wet pata. That's not going to be any better than what she's currently got, is it? Let's double check. And so we've got Earth 1. Wapata. It's vaguely better, let's roll with it. So I imagine this stone wall is going to open when I solve the Greek puzzle. And the Greek puzzle is on the right hand. No, the Greek puzzle is on the left hand side. And this doesn't. I just want to make sure this doesn't trigger. And if I interact with this, it's locked. Okay, so I need to like hit something new. From teeth to barbed wire and to Katy Perry, all while killing monsters in the 1800s. Stream has it all. I think it's literally just on the cusp of the 1900s. I think it's 1899. I think the game is. I can't remember. I know the manga is like 1900 or like 1901 or something like that. Yeah, my streams are very random in the directions that they go. It's all a good stream needs. As my... Oh, God, it's got like toe rings. That's disgusting. Alright, as my magic fires, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick so you can enjoy the jazzy music, and the combat might even be over by the time I come back. We'll see. I'll be back in a second. I'm surprised my my magic powers didn't waste that thing. The blonde avatar just froze, wake him up. I went into the void and came back. You can even see when I take a drink as well. Wow, I'm absolutely nearly level 30. I honestly thought I'd be towards the end of the disc. Air scroll. Oh, let's take a look at that. There's a lot of puzzle elements, which naturally slows everything down. Oh, is it an item? Is it an accessory? No. It's not mail. Hang on. Did I not pick that up? Son of a... I've done it again. Unless it's... No, unless it's... It's not a normal item. No, it is. Escroll, an ancient parchment said to contain the power of the djinn. When using combat, it allows the reader to use air magic. I thought I already had air magic. Is that like a one-time spell that I make use of? Or if I use it in combat, does it unlock new spells for me? That's not particularly clear. And it wasn't mentioned in the manual either. Okay, so this is all done. Where am I on the map? Okay, so there's two doors that I can't access. Professional item tosser. Honestly, he's not wrong. What are the X's? There's ticks and X's. Does that mean I've missed something? Either way, I need like a horse statue. So let's go for a quick like rub my body along all of the walls. So this guy is just dead. Because I killed him. No. Edward killed him. I was just standing watch. I was a witness. So I need a painting piece, I need the Greek puzzle piece, I need a horse thing, a horse statue. I can go back to the... I've got the red key. It probably wants me to go back to like the earlier places of the game. Let's go try and find that old couple then, who tried to kill me. What I might do after this, I might cheat, turn off the random encounters, just so we can go into like puzzle mode. Because I've got too high a level now. I know, cheating on stream. But the random encounters are just going to be a pain. Oh, load PlayStation? Okay. Dirk cheese. No, I don't need that. That was an unfortunate combination of words to say back to back. Edward having a Kyle Madigan moment, maybe. Right, let me save. I've not been saving a great deal. So let's turn on some cheats. No random battles. Koudelka is Ezio now. I wouldn't be against replaying Assassin's Creed 2 on stream. We listen, we don't judge, but we do actually. I think turning off random battles is good for all of our sanity. So I'm fairly confident that this whole area is clear, and that I need to go back to the old lady, and that's why there's this shortcut. And I went through this door that doesn't look like a door. Down the stairs. Honestly, the maps in this haven't been that confusing. Normally that's an issue with like these older games, like Parasite Eve 2. The maps were like really confusing, frankly. Parasite Eve 1 didn't have that issue. You won't need the red key anymore, you throw away the red key. Oh, well, thank you for some automatic item management. Now I'm halfway through the game. There's the horse statue. Oh, look at they just left this out. Oh, sorry, dragon statue. Oh, insulting the dragons. The blue eyes white dragon. They're endangered. Is there anything in this room that I can loot? Oh, hang on. There's a fire burning in the hearth. Hearth? Oh? More bullets? We've got rifle rounds. And there's a side door? Oh, there's like bloody paintings? It's a picture of a sinking ship. This is gonna be... Oh no, it's like a hideous doll. My least favorite.
Hey.
Oh, here we go.
What's this? The Princess Alice? She was a pleasure boat that went down in a terrible accident in the Thames.
The Kuribo behind you.
And this one? What's going on? They're all the Princess Alice.
Oh no. Is it that little girl? Is that Princess Alice, the little girl who's been haunting us? It's not the Titanic, is it? When was the Titanic? British boy dragon. That'll be my voiceover for the games.
What is going on?
So what's the connection to the ship and everything else? So you got Princess Elaine. No, Elaine was that woman from the vision we had when we interacted with the picture. It's just as well I interacted with that picture. Jeez Louise. Valna's doll. God, I hate dolls. Okay. Is it here? It's challenging to find the screen transitions sometimes. So, did someone have visions of the sinking ships, and that's why they painted them? It's a little bit confusing. The heck is that? You found mask. I'll pick it up. Return it to the mask salesman. I think I've mentioned I do want to play Majora's Mask, because I've never played it before. But I would have to do Ocarina of Time first. And I played Ocarina of Time 3D somewhat recently, so... coming eventually, I guess. There's actually an archetype base of 007 in Yu-Gi-Oh! You'll have to... what's it called? I'm not too surprised. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a bit fast and loose with material usage. You think Koudelka is Michael Myers? It's cool that she's getting these visions. You can definitely tell that... well, I mean, the game is called Koudelka. That the game focuses way more on her and the other two are just kind of there. And until I leveled them up, they definitely were existing in Koudelka's sphere. You know, because she was just blasting everything else. Okay, I think the only thing I can do is run back with the horse statue and put that in place. And hopefully that gets me the Greek letters that opens the brick door. They're not really that much connected. A reference is a reference, you know. Spiral. That's a good name for it. Let me do Spiral Yu-Gi-Oh! I can see, yeah, it looks like a mix of... oh yeah, the card is based loosely on James Bond spy series as well as a potential Metal Gear, yeah. It also looks a little bit like Lupin. You think your favourite... English hard. I think my favourite material usage was Cosmo. Cosmo? Which is a Wizard of Oz Star Wars. They are just battle assistants. Yeah, they're there to carry the items for Koudelka. They're bag boys. Where does the statue go? It's downstairs to the right. As I wrestle with these screen stitching of PlayStation 1. So I think I haven't been back to the Prince of Persia, which I played very early on. I also haven't been back to Devil May Cry, which I also played relatively early on. I know that Devil May Cry 2 is known to like suck. And like suck bad. And that people are like, hey, if you're gonna play Devil May Cry, just skip it. But in general, I'm not that keen to play any more Devil May Cry. Which I know there's like some people are like, but you should do. I don't know, maybe I might, but... okay, the statue is inserted and it unlocks. Okay, we've made good progress. Straight into a boss fight. Let me save. And I should probably turn on random encounters again. Carry my luggage, peasants. Oh, is this the statue? This is the one where I put all the earrings on, isn't it? After the boss fight of the disc. Oh, it's not a boss fight. It's not the... oh, it is a boss fight. Wow. It's like a Hydra mixed with Silent Hill. Oh, wow. Look at those faces. Oh no, he's got 4 breasts. Go straight for Edward. By the way, there is a DMC anime. Yeah, it just came out on Netflix, didn't it? I believe it's done relatively well. I feel some people aren't happy with it, but it's popular enough for Netflix, I believe. Oh, so apparently this is a chimera. It's a fun chimera. It definitely looks like it came from like Silent Hill. I said I've been consistently impressed by all of the enemy designs in this game. They're really fun and unique. To be fair, for a game that was made like 4 months DMC2, like you've seen worse. Oh no, does it resist magic? I'm gonna have to cycle through the different types and see if it does resist all magic. Now might be a good time to start moving away though. Yeah, I mean I haven't played DMC2, so I can't comment on it. And okay, flare does not work. I was hoping... Oh, James, his magic level went up. I was hoping there would be more story to Devil May Cry when I was playing it, because I'd heard so much... I've seen so many of the memes and the story about it. But it just wasn't there on my playthrough. Maybe in later games there's more of it. It's hard to judge a game on the very first game, because, you know, they're working it out and stuff. Most of the DMC story is DMC 3 and on. Okay, I'm a little bit more interested then. Koudelka usefully is super effective. I was hoping to spread us all out. It would avoid us from taking the area damage. Okay, Geyser works. Okay, so it was absorbing the fire. A lot of people don't like it because the lady swears a lot. Oh yeah, I remember hearing that. Which is funny considering how many people didn't mind the swearing in the Castlevania anime. You mean inconsistent criticism? That's not a surprise. It's so hard to get real deal feedback now, because there's so many opinions and brigading that happens. It can be really difficult to understand what the actual audience sentiment is for a game, or a piece of media in general. Like, if you speak to me, you'd think that Star Wars The Last Jedi is the worst thing that has ever been done to Star Wars. If you speak to someone else, they'll say it's the best. So like, obviously I'm right and they're wrong, but enough people exist that they think it was a good film. DMC only really starts getting good at around 3, yeah. DMC 1 is a RE4 reskin project and 2 was rush made in 4 months. Okay. Yeah. I should go back to it then. Because you got DMC 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you got brown haired Dante, right? Which is a completely separate thing. I know if Despair is in the chat, he's tearing his hair out, because I've gone over this like multiple times and forget every single time. On the internet, imagine. I know, conflicting opinions. That's not what I use social media for. I want it to be an echo chamber. Yeah, let's just dump some HP. Everyone's got 3000 HP. Icon's crown. Okay, maybe I do get to dress the statue. Oh, and I can save here. Okay, I don't dress this statue then. Really? Because she swears a lot? People are too soft. Maybe if it's somehow different from the games in some way. I can't really comment, having not played them. I'm nearly like level 30, aren't I? Imagine making a scary movie today. I think I've definitely seen the first one. They're not really horror movies, them, I guess. There's an unusual plant growing in the cracks of the bookcase. You can feel a faint pulse from it. Immediate boss fight again. You really liked Acolyte, popular to most people. You don't like it. I don't think I could have tolerated the Acolyte.
Yes. And Lamthbrick. And Michael Mayer. And Kunras Amphitheatrum Sapienti Eterni. What a collection of books.
May I ask you something? What are all these?
Ancient books on mysticism and alchemy. Ancient science. It's enticing, really. It's all about making gold from lead. It's just a ruse peddled by power-hungry tricksters blinded by greed. But in amongst the trash, there are some valuable works illustrating basic, useful experiments for predicting the laws of nature. Predicting a time when all men will be treated equally. God's will. No room for this argument nowadays.
James.
Hermeticism, Kabbalah, meaningless. Why? Why is it not here?
What?
Where else can it be?
Are you looking for something?
I don't understand. I don't understand.
You don't understand. I don't understand. What are you grumbling about? You're acting really strange. Just cut the charade and tell us what's going on.
I do not like this. We all have our reasons. Let's not delve into each other's personal affairs.
I am not bound to please thee with my answers.
Do all men kill the things they do not love?
Hate any man, the thing he would not kill?
And I thought all outlaws read just simple, stupid poets. You read Shakespeare. You're smarter than you look.
That makes two of us.
There's something strange about this bishop that I can't put my finger on. He's militant and aggressive in a way. So what was this plant about? You can feel a faint pulse from it. I was really hoping that this would... I don't know where the statue to dress is. I'm not unless I go all the way back to the... But then it didn't take my other icon dressing items. So it can't be that one where there's like that green pit thing. Yeah, from what I saw of the Acolyte, it was enough to be like, I am going nowhere near this. And you know, the power of one, the power of many. Shake my head. I'm glad some people enjoyed it and got something from it. It was cool to see the lady from the Matrix, you know, turn up. What am I missing? Maybe if I go back to like the painting. So I've got the icon's necklace. Maybe I've cleared the mysterious force from this door, having beaten that boss. Yes. Ooh, thank God. It's just as well I've got pretty good memory for stuff like that. Well, Silent Hill has definitely trained me. Locked and won't open. Oh no, there's some food in the middle of the floor. I've seen a trap like this before. Oh, I'm in the church, the left nave. I actually don't know what a nave is. I guess it's like a parlor? So where the heck am I? Oh, okay. Is this meat? You found the relief piece. Does that go back to where I just was? You can't carry more items. Damn it. It had a Plagueis cameo at the end, which was cool. Yeah, that was cool. It's... Impso. It's like the weekly Star Wars rant. What they should have done instead of the Acolyte is completely bin off the Acolyte. I'm immediately winning you over to my side, aren't I? Is they should have just not done the Acolyte full stop. They should have just done a Darth Bane series that could have been 3 seasons. So each of the trilogy of the books, it's a trilogy. Each series is one of the books. And you have the story of Bane and Darth Zana. That way you get the the story of like a strong Sith woman, and you get to experience the Sith story because that's back when they had these. Oh my god, the Sith Brotherhood, and like that's a cool story. And like what Bane does to get an exceptional boost in power is really creepy. And it sets up the Valley of the Jedi. Then you could have done a Kyle Katarn story set after the movies. You know, basically just put me in charge of Star Wars and I'll fix it. That's all I'm saying. Oh, I just remembered, the inventory sound reminded me of another hidden gem game, Vampire Hunter D for PS1. Let me open it in a tab. Vampire Hunter D. It looks cool. Is it based off a... I'll have to look at it later. It looks like it's based off a whole bunch of stuff. Before we progress here, I'm going to run back and put in the relief piece, just so that I don't have to do it later and that I don't forget to do it. I've developed like a strange nostalgia for the Silent Hill menu sounds as well. So I know what you mean by like nostalgia sounds. I'll be real, you never really liked Kyle that much after Dark Forces. Well, I grew up with Kyle Katarn in Jedi Outcast, so it's hard because I do love Kyle Katarn. I assume the piece I just picked up goes here, and that would give me the Greek puzzle piece, maybe? Vampire Hunter D is an older anime. Yeah, you got, is it Hellsing as well? That's another older anime. I think I tried watching that. Oh no, controls! It's not a retro stream if I don't complain about tank controls at least once. Place a relief piece. The relief begins to move. I guess that opens the door on the top right. Is a walking encyclopedia. I get a lot of I seem to attract like encyclopedic or lore master types to my stream, which is nice because I think I've talked about this before. When I go to sleep, I don't just like close my eyes. I either listen to like ambient rain noises or I listen to lore videos, you know, lore videos about Dungeons and Dragons, Star Wars, Pathfinder, Warhammer, that's a newer one. And those like help me like go into like sleep and stuff like that. Hang on. It needs to be okay, so that's not opened. What the heck did it just open? Oh, the whole relief is opened. Okay, my bad. Can I climb up there then? Yeah, I think for me the thing that I have encyclopedic knowledge is Star Wars, but old Star Wars, pre-Disney. And that's why I can be like, well, I haven't read Darth Bane in 15 years, but I know all about like the Sith Brotherhood. Ta-da! The music box suddenly starts playing by itself. Oh shoot. I do not have perfect pitch. Okay. So I have to match to the music box. I thought you said law. Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard word to pronounce. Law instead of law. I might have tried lawyers in my stream. I don't know what people's jobs are. Oh, is it? Oh, do I have to leave the room for it to play each and every time? That is a minor ball ache. At least it's not the knock puzzle from Galarians. Oh, is that bad? Okay. There, that's the last one. That's the second one. That's the first one. No. it goes. No, it goes 1. Wrong way. It goes. No. Fuck. Okay, I need to re-enter. I can't look at chat and hold this in my head. Hold on. Oh. Okay. No, this is incorrect. No, that's incorrect. No, damn it. Nah, my voice can't go high enough. It sounds like it's going to the same one. That's not the high one. That's the... Okay, that one goes off at the end. Can I double step? Oh, fuck, you can double step. You basically need to do a door knock puzzle, but you get the code like 2 minutes back and you need to do the combination very precisely. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I think it's blue first. Bro's gonna pull an Ariana Grande on us. I'm not gonna be able to get this. Let's just do Koudelka music box puzzle. I'm not gonna be able to have it in my head. The pictures are too close. Normally I could do it, but that's with the blue symbol, which I can't interact with. Crossing the central to the pale orange female symbol. Then up to the red male symbol. And crossing the central to the what symbol? The fuck? Hang on. So go blue to the central, up to the pale orange female one, then up to the red. Oh, I just hit it twice. Oh, you step on the floor following the melody of the music box. Okay, I think I just looked out there. It's easy just to what is it? Triplets, semi-quaver, triplets, semi-quaver, semi-quaver, semi-quaver. The music box will stop playing and appears broken, so you toss it aside. I'm glad I came back and did this. Oh?
What is that?
Speaking of vampires. Oh, I was memeing, however. He's gonna be the old guy. Oh, it's...
Is that just a mummy? Cross your fingers.
That was disappointing.
Holy Savior! The secret of wars from the bottom of the sea. Immigrate!
So random. Oh wait, it's Best Boy. See, he came from the manga, from what I know. Or I know him from the manga, and the manga was a sequel, and I shouldn't have read the manga, which is too late now. But so he's immortal, this guy.
Did you say immigrate document? What do you know about the immigrate document? Where is it? Answer me!
Immigrate document? Is that what you've been looking for? Hey, you crotchety old fart! I am sick of this! You don't want to talk? Fine. I'll slit your holy throat and leave your body for the rats!
Edward?
I have no choice. Here it is. I'm on instructions direct from the Vatican. There is a manuscript. It's said to be somewhere in the building.
And that manuscript is?
Right. It's called the immigrate document.
Is it very important?
For hundreds of years, it was kept deep inside the Vatican library. No one was allowed to read it. In fact, many people thought it didn't even exist.
That's weird. So why is it here now?
Somebody stole it.
Stolen? From the Vatican?
Right.
No way.
Not many people could steal a thing like that from the Vatican. You really have to know the place, or have enough money. According to our secret investigation, however, the wealthy gentleman who purchased this monastery bribed someone within the Vatican to steal the immigrate document for him.
Wealthy gentleman?
Yes. Patrick Hayworth. My friend.
But it's not like it was priceless art or something. Why would he be interested in a thing like that?
For years, Patrick has dabbled in mysticism and alchemy. He's on the brink of crossing the line and playing God.
Playing God?
Creating life, Edward. It's thought that the ancient druids' forbidden secrets on eternal life and resurrecting the dead are contained in the immigrate document.
I can't believe that.
Of course, it's just silly superstition. That's why I'm here. To try to convince Patrick to drop his dangerous experiments and return the immigrate document to the Vatican.
Wow. You'd never guess that a lunatic like that was living here by looking at the place.
According to the caretakers, he lives in the building next to the temple.
They said that?
Yes, they're terrified. With all the crazy things going on around here now. They haven't even seen Patrick, yet they feel indebted to him. They've asked me here to see if I can save him.
So that's your story?
I don't know. One more mystery that needs unraveling.
Edward didn't have Invisalign done. I don't know. Pretty scraggly. He's based off of a real person. Is he? I had no idea. Oh god. An ochre piece. A green glass part. I did right coming back here at least. Can I interact with him? Either way, I think we're going to come back here later. So the emigre document. So I believe this is all about the search for immortality. Oh, this was a door? Oh, okay. I desperately needed to come back here and do this. I thought that might have been optional. But no, that was very plot critical. Yeah, I'm curious about him being a real person. So the Vatican, so I'm assuming this kind of goes back to like the Holy Grail as something like that, because that gave eternal life essentially, right? And that's why the Vatican's held on to this manuscript. Maybe it's something to do with that. Maybe I'm just clutching at straws. We'll find out. Rejuvenation, revisitation, resurrection. Where did I... Is it through here? Yeah, and then it's through the wall, and that gets me to the other side, yeah. I guess we go back to him at some point later. Because it's not like he, like, randomly came awake and then went back to sleep. Let's save. So that was extremely well worth doing. Church left nave, stained glass room. Can you... It sounds like there's footsteps. Not mine. Oh, somebody's going to come through the window, isn't it? There are pieces missing from the stained glass mural. Red glass, blue glass, ochre, green, brown. After the last piece of glass is inserted, the door to the next room unlocks. Oh, and it was the Greek letters. The key to the lock that had the Greek letters on it. Okay. I'm going to have to... New screenshot. Why would a church have Greek letters on it? Like, if this is the stained glass room, this is in the church, it's weird that they'd have Greek. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, Greek is not Christian, which is basically the religion we're dealing with this game. Okay, so let's run back once more. Do the Greek puzzle. Yeah, it felt like first disc was boss fight, boss fight, boss fight, boss fight. Second disc is ramp up random enemy encounters and now suddenly introduced like puzzle, 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 puzzle. It's upstairs and to the left. Yeah, I'm tempted to do like a random fun game to just like play tomorrow. I was looking at doing Dead or Alive, but I feel like I'd just kind of suck and get mad with the button mashing. So if you've got like random fun game suggestions for tomorrow as a break from Koudelka, because I do the main RPGs Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. Feel free to suggest. I'm open to wacky, like one-off games. Okay, so after you match up the Greek letters, the lock opens. Okay, and here I thought I'd have to solve it myself. The game just robbed me of gameplay. You found a sheaf of letters and a red box. The box has happy birthday written on it and holds a corsage of dried flowers that crumble when you touch them. The letters are all signed Sophia Delotta. You got Sophia's letter. Okay, well, I suppose that was a pull. Oh, no, hang on, I have to read, don't I? Enter the Gungeon? Is that a retro game or is that fairly new? That's fairly new, isn't it? Let's read Sophia's letter. My dearest daughter Charlotte, as I sit in silence struggling to write this letter to you in English, I sense the arrival of winter is near at Arden Castle. I feel it makes me a bad mother since I am unable to make you happy. I cannot lament of how my selfish affair has entangled so many people, including you, my dear, who were sent to Wales to encounter many sorrowful experiences. I probably will never see you, nor your brother, nor your sister again. But one thing that will not change is that you are my beloved daughter. You are the daughter of the man whom I love from the bottom of my heart, Philip Christopher. I am sure you must resemble him greatly. You were blessed when you were born, and that you are still alive is testament to that fact. I often wonder what the colour of your eyes is and how it would feel to run my hand through your hair. I can't help but to dream about the day I meet you, although deep down inside I know that day will never come. We might be far away in distance, but we are always together in my heart. Please take good care of yourself. Your mother, Sophia Delotta. Letter 2, my dearest Charlotte, 5 summers have already passed since you entered this world. I think I must have written over 20 letters now. Despite my poor penmanship and happy it makes me know that my feelings are being conveyed to you. I wonder what I should tell you today. I think that I will talk about your father. Your father, Philip Christopher, is son of the Count von Königsmark, Sweden's artillery inspector general. Your father is a childhood friend of mine, and I am the daughter of a duke. Unfortunately, Philip and I eventually had to part due to the inevitable circumstances of our country, and an arrangement was made that I was to marry and be queen to Count Hanover and spend days filled with hardship. It was your father who came into my life again and saved me. It's indie retro. Oh, is it like it's pixely, isn't it? Kind of. Your father and I spent many years loving each other. It's the fact that I fell in love with somebody, although I was already married. Oh, oh, I see. This is the whole affair element. Someone would call that a secretive affair, but our love was genuine and pure, especially when compared with the marriage arrangement with Count Hanover, which was stained with politics and power. Please forgive your foolish mother. My dearest Charlotte, please allow me to celebrate your 12th birthday. May God's blessings and grace be with you. What would you like for your birthday? Would you like a raspberry cake? I could do with a raspberry cake. It's a roguelike. Yeah, my memory's really sketchy. I'll have to have a look in a second. I shall like to get you a beautiful dress along with a golden hair ornament and brooch. I want to braid happiness into each loop of your hair. Then you could dance in the court like a precious jewel. My dear Charlotte, I hope you well. I hope you haven't become sick. I only wish you to make you happy, even if I have to sacrifice my own life. Is that a wish that cannot be granted? I would very much like to get to know you, even if it's only a glance. I want to see how you've grown up. There isn't a day goes by that I don't pray for your well-being. She could get a photograph. It is the 1900s, so those were around. I try not to lament, but I love you from the bottom of my heart, Sophia Delota. There's a lot of character names we picked up on this stream. I don't know how this Charlotte and Sophia, obviously their mother-daughter, but how they apply to the rest. Because the vision we had earlier in the game was someone called Elaine or Lane. I need more flashback or vision cinematics to like really connect all the dots here. It's really interesting, like, story decisions that they've made to go with like setting it at this time. Like, it's very unique compared to like what would probably been more profitable, which was doing more Silent Hill, Resident Evil types. Instead they went for this kind of almost murder mystery detective type game. Like, that's kind of what this is. Okay, I don't believe... Let me just check the map. I think I've used... Oh, shoot. I think I've used effectively... well, there's an X marks a spot there that I've not been in. I think I've used pretty much all of the items I actually have. So, except for the icon stuff. The icon and the mask and the doll. The doll is new, the mask is new. This statue I'm going to have to dress. Hopefully that's around somewhere. Where I go up? What's... Can I go here? Okay, let's go the other way first. Elaine Charlotte, guess it's just a typo. I could do with subtitles. It's a shame the game doesn't have subtitles. It's much harder for me to... Sometimes, I love the voice acting, but sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to get exactly what they're saying. Oh, I asked for a cinematic, so... That doesn't look good. To be fair, the first survival horror is basically a murder mystery RPG. Yeah, that makes sense. And honestly, I really like it. It's more interesting than just jump scare, jump scare. I like that these are more detective based. It's probably why I like Parasite Eve. You know, because there's an element of like being a detective and stuff. You can see the interior through a crack in the wall. It looks like a church of some kind. However, an unusual plant blocks you from going any further. Cursed nature. You swear to God, you still have no idea what this game's about. Yeah, it's a slow burn, but I think we'll get, once the reveals start hitting, because like we've not even reached the end of disc 2 yet, and there's 4 discs. Oh, here we go.
What the? What's that bell?
Just the passing of another day. Oh no, today's All Saints' Day.
Oh, it's a black hole.
Their spiritual energy is coming together. What power! It's like a monster.
This is the boss of disc 2. Oh, it's grim. It's like an alien.
What's happening? This can't be.
It's the super boss.
No! Koudelka!
The handsome Squidward gargoyle. He just wants to be friends. It's a cutscene, gets the time to fill up those discs. Yeah. And I love it. So this is where we get separated from the crew, I guess. As long as this can take magic damage, I'll be alright. Koudelka's X. That's how she remembers him. Okay, fire damage is not. Maybe Geyser? At least I've got like lots of agility to like hammer on this. You want to run from him, by the way, he's invisible. Invincible. Okay. Yeah, if you hadn't said that, I'd have been like going through all of my spells sequentially. Oh, so now I'm solo. So that's the optional super boss. How super are we talking here? Are we talking like Final Fantasy insane super boss? Or are we talking something like achievable? If it's achievable, I'll try and... Oh, please insert disc 3! Huzzah! Changed... Oh, let me actually just do a quick save state. Change the absolutely legitimate disc. $8,000 HP. I could take him. I can take him. That's not like the Final Fantasy 12 billion HP. He's fairly alright at your level, yeah. I guess I have to fight him with my whole crew. And that's how I would actually, you know, begin the fight, because I don't think he was taking any damage whatsoever. Now you have to find another way to make him go back and forth for nothing. Yeah. I mean, I guess all the puzzle pieces I picked up won't be any use here. You see a statue of a woman. Attach the earring. Okay. I thought I'd be dressing one statue completely, instead of dressing individual statues one at a time. And that Greek letter, we might have to remember, like on the bottom left-hand corner. If you save at 11, 11, 11, you get a sword that kills me in 3 hits called the Gargoyle Sword. Finally, we get to dress the statues. Around this, by the way, you'll need to find Koudelka's pendant, otherwise it's bad ending. Yeah, I imagine if you don't find the... So, having read the manga, I believe if I don't find the pendant, it means if I get possessed by a spirit, I'm stuck being possessed. You talk too soon. There's a grate? I said that like Tony the Tiger. Great! Do they still use Tony the Tiger? I don't know. I'd hope so. I wonder if these open later. There's nothing... Yeah, I could take that gargoyle. I just have to get back to him somehow. No, you just get burned to death by the final boss. There I was, trying to tie it into the manga, be consistent. Okay, so I just came from the north. What's on the east? And I imagine there's something to the south. Oh, I can dress this statue. And there's one above that. See a statue of a woman. Get the icon's ring. I hope I've got all of the... No, all the icon pieces came from boss fights. I've got to have all the pieces. Otherwise it wouldn't have let me get this far. You think the manga mentions the final boss, actually? Maybe. Statue of a woman. Attached to the icon's necklace. Crispy Koudelka. It'd be a teammates, that'd be crispy. Oh, I did not think I could walk into this section. Inner grounds, arbor side. Okay, let me have a look at this map. Okay, yes, it looked like I couldn't go south from where I was, so I'm in like the right place then. I'm just gonna... you can see a door under the water. Oh, okay, so when I apply all the icon pieces, it'll probably open that, it'll stop the water, I guess. Oh, do I kind of turn the water off here? Is that... Oh, fuck. Oh, I could just save. Okay. I thought it was like a special... I'm fairly confident... Oh no, let's do a backup. I'm fairly confident I'll find the pendant by default, but just in case I don't. You think the pendant is in the fountain after giving all the statues their stuff? That would make sense. High listal, I don't need that. Okay, so that's just my save point. I think this whole bit is just give idols all their bits. Oh, is this the main gate of the monastery? What my horse is doing, alright? He's been like left out here for, you know, like 12 hours. Okay, so this is the way to the gate. Oh, here it is. The statue is holding a holy sword, Saknoth. Do you want to take Saknoth? Try as you might, you can't take Saknoth from the statue. It appears to be held in place by something. It's also dropped by cats, though, right before the final boss, apparently. Oh, okay, so they try and get you to the good ending, but you can still miss it. I think that's interesting. Oh. So do I need... So it's held in place by something. I guess I have to work my way back here. After getting all the icon pieces? Oh, on the pieces on the icons. The horse was chilling for 3 straight discs. It's going to burst in at the end and I jump on it like Zorro and ride off into the night. The canon ending is actually losing the fight. Oh, here it is. What I'll do, I'll save right before the final boss. As I always do, and then we can try and do both endings. Try to attach Icon's crown. Do I have any more to put on? I've only got the disc. That must be them all then. I was hoping that would like unlock a door or do something. Let's go back to Saknoth then. I don't know what the holy... Well, I mean, aside from the obvious of a holy sword being able to like kill demons, I wonder what it's actually used for in the context of this. So I've given out all the icon pieces. So it wasn't by giving them all their bits. She pauses and does a specific animation, so it's definitely important. Oh, these... The way they knit the screens together can be really aggravating sometimes. It's one of the strongest weapons in the game. Does it break like the rest? Maybe if I go up and to the left. I feel there's a puzzle piece because all the icon statues had like some letters on them. Maybe I have to go somewhere and like input those letters. So I can't go to the left. Oh, the water has stopped. Okay. They all break down. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's save. So this is the guillotine. Okay, I thought I'd be able to interact. Mmm, tasty. See dry spots of blood here and there. I guess we go down. The countless bloodstains are spattered everywhere. Anyway, have a pleasant day night, guys. You have to go now. I wasn't too harsh. You like to joke, but no, it's fun. Thank you for coming along. Have a nice night. Oh shit, it's actually really late. Oh, I should end stream soon as well. Oh, I got knocked out. You only get second off from beating the boss. I'll do it if I can.
Quickly, steady, and shallow waters. Now slowly.
I'm muted, son of a bitch. Thank you for pointing that out. During the loud cinematics, I have to mute the mic because it picks up the voices. But yeah, I didn't realize what time it was. I didn't realize I've been streaming for so long because I was so into the game. I guess you're here for the ending as well, yeah. If you hadn't said, I wouldn't have picked it up, that it was like, it's basically like 9 o'clock. I can stream for longer, it's just... It kind of felt like we hit a good point. We cleared disc 2, which was the goal. That was the goal for this stream. And we're about to go into like a new cinematic, and I didn't want to do that at the end and then try and explain it. We might as well just watch it like at the start of next stream. But I'll be back on Wednesday, and we'll pick it up with that. I might do like Wednesday, Thursday if the story is really picking up in speed. Because if we're having a lot of fun, then we should just like roll with it. I might come back tomorrow. I'll have a look at Enter the Gungeon. Muted ending, that is, yeah. I'll have a look at Enter the Gungeon. I might have to see if there's any other like kind of maybe sillier games just to play for like chill. But yeah, I will be back on Wednesday and we'll deal with the guillotine murder room. And we'll try and seek down that super boss if we can. But yeah, have a nice rest of your day, guys. Thank you for coming, and I will catch you maybe tomorrow, but definitely Wednesday. Alright, thanks. Bye-bye, guys.